Welcome back. Sorry for those technical difficulties. It's time to switch up things and move over to the Bayside.
Yeah, that's right. Let's start with our game of the week up in Easton. Matchup of two contenders, Kent Island and the Warriors. Kent Island building an early lead. Aaron Robinson was a driving force. Spot up tray ball good there. Bucks were off and running, led by 13 in the second quarter. Robinson finished with 14. Easton down 13 in the fourth, but here they come. Kevin O'Connor steal, pass ahead to Sean Moody, drives and lays it in. Timeout Bucks, but it did no good. Warriors continue to trim that deficit from the corner. Sharif Curry, Easton within one.
And Kent Island needs a bucket, and they're going to get one. That's from Bryce Raven-Baskin. He's going to sink that hook shot, and the lead is pushed back to 3. One final chance for Easton, and the 3 is short, and the putback doesn't matter. They were down 3. That was only 2. The buzzer sounds, not enough time. Kent Island holds on. They take a 45-44 nail biter at Easton.
Anytime you come here, it's a battle, and we had our ups and downs during the game as they did. It's a game of runs. We tell our team we're going to make a run, but you can bet they're going to come back and make a run, which they did. As we talk about, we've got to make better decisions, particularly down the stretch. We made a couple bad decisions down the stretch. We need to make sure we're taking good shots, which for the most part tonight we did, but we have times where we don't do that. But mostly we got to control the ball.
All right, how about Pocomoke hosting rival Snow Hill? The Eagles would come out red hot in this one. Good ball movement by the Eagles. Donnell Davis in the corner, buries the tray. Snow Hill on top early, and the Eagles keep pouring it on. Jaden Hudson from way downtown knocks down the long shot with ease, and Snow Hill having their way with the 3 in this one. Now Pocomoke would try to rally. Anthony Nicholas with the pass to Keandre Nixon. The freshman would lose the ball but gets it back under control and drops the teardrop shot. Nixon would lead the Warriors in scoring with 14 points. He's up against Tyler Reddick. He gets the floater to fall, but Snow Hill would be too much to handle. Darius Brittingham in the corner would pull up for the 3 and finished with 25 points. Snow Hill takes it, a dominant win over Pocomoke. Final score of 81-62.
And the Tribe taking on undefeated Decatur, starting with the Tribe, Nail Camper with the steal and the pass ahead. She's going to get it to Sinai Camper, and she's going to pull from the mid-range and knock down the jump shot. And Decatur would immediately take over right after that. Shelby Roseman, she gets the steal, and she's going to take it coast to coast and gets the easy land. Decatur with a solid lead. Closing out the first half, Maya Gardner would be a problem for the Tribe. She gets that fast break bucket, and then she posts up down low and gets that hook shot to go. The Tribe will not be able to stay in this one. Decatur still undefeated on the season now. They're 13-0 with the 58-36 win.
All right, so let's talk about Decatur. They are still unbeaten and now have proven that they are, in fact, the team to beat in the Bayside this year.
And we spoke with head coach Scott Kurtz for this week's Insider interview.
This season it's been a journey. But going into Queen Anne's, we kind of had it circled on the calendar. It had been moved due to weather and things like that. Our girls were lucky enough that several of them played with Kendall Moxie over the summer. So they're actually close. They're friends. They speak often. So we kind of knew, our girls were able to say, hey, we know what kind of player she is. We asked our senior captain, Nadia Bullock, to kind of put the team on her shoulders and take on Kendall Moxie by herself. And I think through the second quarter, she told me at halftime she got 0 points and 0 rebounds, coach, leave me on her, and went on an 18-0 run through the end of the third quarter, start of the fourth quarter, and at that point there was just no looking back.
What do you do to try and keep your kids level-headed and humble, and to keep trying to work, because you're not at the ultimate goal at this point?
It was an emotional game. It was a physical game. The girls are sore. They're a little banged up. But we, physically, we kept things light. Mentally, we had to remind them that yesterday's yesterday and tomorrow's tomorrow. And the journey doesn't end because we beat Queen Anne's.
What words would you use to describe your team, and who are some of the players that really stand out for you guys?
Nadia Bullock, she is the heart and soul. Just the mentality and leadership is enough. But she is a complete basketball player. Maya Garner, who's our starting center, she is just a problem in the paint, and she's a pure shooter. Shelby Roseman is hands down the best defensive player in the Bayside. We would put her up against anybody because she does like to play aggressive three-quarter defense in the post, and sometimes, They don't like the fact that she's able to reach out there and get those tips. So she spent a little too much time next to me on the bench this year. Allison Swift plays sort of the 3-4. Her and Nadia Bullock are a little bit of an interchanging player. They could both play guard or play inside depending on our matchups. Sam Boger plays the 2. I don't mean this in a negative way. She's the smartest player we're ever going to coach, and she's only a freshman. When you have that type of player that's a freshman and they're already that far ahead with the basketball IQ, it just opens up so many, avenues for the amount of things you can put on a team. The 3A, we got our first playoff win 2 years ago against Northeast. And my coach, Aaron Wyatt and I really learned a lot about, the moment. And we feel like when we get to that moment, if we've set ourselves up to host the 3A region and have the region come through us at Decatur, it's just going to be one of those things where, the way this team treats the moment, I feel like they have the opportunity to do something special.
We thank Coach Kurtz for coming on to talk with us. Now, coming up after the break, Ulysses Garcia has a look at your weekend forecast.
Hey, this is Kevin O'Connor with Easton Basketball and Football, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.